Nazdar, hello and welcome to Prague. I have an excellent bike trip in store for us today. We're going to be riding the very first stretch of the Prague-Vienna Greenways path to the famous Konopiště Chateau in what will be about 60 kilometers with up to around 700 meters elevation. So let's get this party started. Today's ride should take roughly 3 to 5 hours to complete and is considered a level moderate. It only took a few kilometers to leave the city center, but almost immediately we were met with lots of green. Today I was riding with Filippo from Biko Adventures.
Good morning, Prague.
Who has a wealth of knowledge in cycling and the Czech Republic. It was his job to make sure we were riding through the most picturesque areas. And he's pretty great at his job. It was a hot summer day and I couldn't think of a better way to do some exploring. The weather is great for biking in the Czech Republic. I recommend riding here from the beginning of April to the end of October. However, I was here during the pinnacle of summer, so when we saw a river to cool off in, we took the opportunity.
That feels so much better. Here we are in the Sazava River. So one thing you'll learn when you come to the Czech Republic is they love their watering holes, rivers, ponds, and I am quickly becoming a fan myself too, because it was super hot today and this is super duper refreshing.
We jumped back on the bikes and only had another 10 kilometers until we would get to our first glimmer of the Konopiště Chateau. We rode around the lake and finally arrived at the entrance, paid a small admission fee, and took a quick tour. This royal residence was formerly owned by the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. His assassination is believed to be the catalyst of World War I. The house is filled with original furniture, priceless antiquities, and wild game trophies. Opening times vary depending on the day and the time of year, so keep this in mind when planning a visit. I could have spent all day here, but we had a train to catch.
Now we are just going to Benešov, it's a bigger town, just 2 kilometers from the castle. And we jump on the train and we go back to Prague. It's about 1 hour trip on a comfortable air-conditioned train, so let's go.
It was about 1.5 kilometers from the chateau, and in no time, we were loading into the train.
How about that ride? That last bit was just icing on the cake. We came around the lake and you just saw Konopiště Chateau pop out of nowhere. Man, I won't forget that forever. But as you can see, we are on the train back to Prague. If you have any questions about today's ride, leave them in the comment box below. I would be glad to answer them. If you're coming to Prague, hit up my good buddies at Biko Adventures. They would be glad to help you plan your bike trips. They rent bikes, they do guided trips, self-guided, whatever you want biking, they got you covered. Until next time, na shledanou.
Don't leave yet. There's tons of great videos to keep watching. More importantly, did you subscribe yet?